Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Pianpian. I'm the founder and CEO of Amotions. Amotions is a platform to help you and your team to be more effective interpersonally and to help each other improve themselves and retain and attract talents to your team and organization. Today, we're very happy to have David Bradford here. Dr. Bradford is an Emeritus Senior Lecturer at Stanford Graduate School of Business. He was the founder of Stanford's famous Touchy-feely course, also named as Interpersonal Dynamics course. And he's also the author of Connects, an excellent book on teaching how to build exceptional relationships with colleagues, family, and friends. Hi, David. Thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
I'm fine. Glad to be here.
Thank you. We're so happy to have you back again with Emotions. I think we'll start with some questions that we have gathered. First is related to what's going on in the world. There is a great vaccination going on, and there's a lot of talk about burnouts. What suggestions and advice would you have for organizational leaders if they want to attract and retain talents in this time?
Well, there's some interesting research which shows that what we want most from work are good work relationships. And if you've ever worked at an organization in which there have been negative relationships, it's a very poisonous atmosphere. So a lot that a leader can do can be to build a positive climate where people can care about each other, can support each other, and can be direct with each other. And our book talks about how to do that. The second thing that people want from a job is interesting and exciting work. Well, work today is interdependent. Very little work one does by themselves. Mm-hmm. We need other people for information, for resources, for support. So again, we come back to relationships. I need to build a network of relationships of those people who I need to get my job done, and they need me to get their job done. Mm-hmm. So what leaders can do is to build that sort of climate which encourages people to get to know each other on a basis in which they can be direct with each other, can support each other, and can raise difficulties with each other in a way that turns out to be very positive.
How would you suggest a leader to do that? Because being direct and kind of being honest with each other takes actually quite a bit of courage and maybe sometimes like diplomacy as well.
Yeah, it does take courage. It takes skills, and we talk in the book about how to do that. But part of it is that we need to see that even raising problems can be done in a way that honors the other person's ability, that it says, I think you have the potential to be better, mm-hmm. not that you're a bad person. Mm-hmm. So therefore, if I'm committed to your growth and your development, then it's not that I'm zinging you if I'm raising a problem. It's a way to talk about helping you and us improve. And I think what the leader can do is support that in his or her own behavior. Mm-hmm. Are they direct with people? Are they committed to the other people's growth? And also, are they willing to hear comments from other people about ways they could become better?
Right.
Also, to make sure that people aren't using this as a way to attack each other or to score points. And the leader can help to set norms to say, no, we're committed to each other's growth and each other's performance. Mm-hmm. Because if we all do well, the organization does well, and it makes life better.
Right. So it's important to emphasize that and actually be sincere, not just to say it that I'm committed to your growth or you're committed to each other's growth. And that's why I'm being direct and provide the feedback, right?
Yes, and what we find in organizations that have that sort of culture have more people who want to work there, who apply, have higher retention rate, lower turnover, and higher performance, because it's a place that I want to be, not that I have to be. So we often think that money is the most important thing. It actually ranks about fifth, that we pay people in different ways. And what I'm saying is we pay people in exciting work, a good work environment, chance to grow and develop.
Right. Yeah. I think that's a very good point. So being able to have the kind of the direct conversations that we can help each other, and this will improve the performance of the team and also retention and improve the culture to attract people.
Right, and doing that is not easy. And as you were saying, it's risky, because I'm afraid that it will hurt our relationship or make you not like me. But again, a lot of it's in our intentions. And it's not that we need to be, quote, diplomatic. That's often a code for being indirect. But as the book talks about, is that if I stick with what I know, which is my reaction to your behavior, then I can be direct without it being negative.
Right. That's very much true. So it's like being direct while also being positive in a sense when talking to each other. Yeah, that's great. What other suggestions do you have for new managers and new leaders, or or managers and leaders that are still looking to hone their leadership skills?
Well, you start by talking about present conditions. So let me go there for a minute. We've now in our third year of the virus. We've been isolated. We've been communicating by Zoom. Yeah. And that in many ways has estranged us from each other. Also, we're hiring new people that we don't get a chance to know. And so a lot of what is being cut out is the personalness that often occurred in the past when all of us were at the office. We'd have coffee with somebody or lunch or stop by their office and getting to know them on a personal level. And the trouble with Zoom is that it's all business. But we're not robots. We're not Mr. Spock from Star Wars. We have feelings. We have a life. So let me tell you an interesting story. One of the things that we're seeing in Silicon Valley to bring back the more personal connection is that I've known executives who have been running meetings by Zoom who spend the first 10 minutes of a meeting with each person answering the following question for a minute and a half. If you knew me today, this is what you'd know. So for example, if you knew me today, you'd know that I'm really intrigued with this conversation.